Hello and welcome. My name is Victoria. I am a breathwork facilitator, a wellness coach, and an actor. And today I'm going to be taking you through a mini inner child healing and breathwork session. I hope you're excited. I know I am. And ideally, you want to be practicing in a comfortable private space, somewhere you can either lie down or sit with back support. But if you're just listening in the car and you're going to practice later, that's totally fine too. You are welcome. So before we get into the session, I wanted to share my specialty, which is working with women who are going through a rupture and want to get their spark back. So what does that look like? It can look like a divorce, losing a job, moving through postpartum, a recent death, either of a loved one or a part of yourself, really anything. It can also be that you woke up one day and were like, who am I? Who have I been living for? What do I enjoy? When was the last time I did what I enjoy? And you want to remember who you are and step into this new identity. So not going back to who you were before you had children, not going back to who you were before the toxic relationship, but taking the lessons, the glimmers, the challenges, the wisdom, and bringing it into this new phase of life, integrating it and stepping into this authentic identity. So this is going to be a little bit different for everyone, which is why my one-on-one containers are very personalized. We go through everything before we even start the breathwork and inner child healing sessions. And there's this saying I like to come back to: if it's hysterical, it's historical. So whatever is coming up in your life, whatever challenge, obstacle, trigger is in some way connected to your past, and it is an invitation to heal something that is still lingering in your subconscious. And so that is what we do in our sessions, because once you can move past those limiting beliefs, those fears, the disappointment, the shame, whatever it is for you, that is when you can step into this new chapter of your life as your authentic, magnetic self. So I'll give you a little example, because I love the woo-woo words, and I know that they can get very vague, especially if you are not in this industry or familiar with this work. But I'm going to give an acting example, and it's a personal example. So I was in a relationship for 4.5 years, and before that relationship, I was in 2 other back-to-back ones. And during that time, I felt overall very confused, very disconnected with myself, kind of all over the place, aimless for a lot of that time. And I am not blaming the people I was with. It was a lot to do with my trauma and what I still needed to process, boundaries I needed to set, etc. So I was taking all these different acting classes. I was putting myself out there. I was doing all these free roles, all the things that you are told to do, getting representation, getting the pictures, cutting my reel together. But I kept hitting this emotional wall where during certain scenes, it was like my eyes would just go blank and I would become robotic. I just could not get into the character. And yes, of course, some of this has to do with it being something that takes time. You just have to do it a lot, get more comfortable, get more training, etc. But what was funny is, as soon as I got out of that relationship, as soon as I got out of the high stress environment I was in, and I started to really not only do the somatic work, but do it in a place where I felt safe, everything unlocked. I started working more. I was booking higher caliber jobs. I was having fun. I had all of these creative ideas flowing to me. I unlocked this new level of confidence. I was proud of my work. And that would not have been possible if I had not dealt with the trauma, the limiting beliefs, living inauthentically, not listening to my intuition. All of that was stopping me from stepping into this new level of my career, of my creativity, of my artistry. And you may be watching this and you may not be an actor, and you may not consider yourself an artist, but this applies across the board to any career, any goal, relationships, love, etc. Now I am in this beautiful, healthy partnership where I am just honestly overjoyed. No relationship is perfect, but it is like a dream. That would not have been possible if I didn't do this work. So that is why I'm so passionate about it. And I teach it and I live it every day. So yeah, I'm so excited for you to experience this little taste of what I do, and most importantly, of how it makes you feel. Because I'm guiding you, but this is all you. I don't believe in the term healer. You are healing yourself, and I am guiding you. You are the star of the show. You are the one taking responsibility. You are the one watching this video. You are the one wanting to change your life. And we all need help from time to time. And so that's where I come in. But anyway, let's get into the breathwork part. Before I start explaining the technique, I would love for you to bring to mind, what is the rupture? What is the transition happening in your life right now? So just take a moment to bring that to mind. It could also be a limiting belief that comes up. So if you're not familiar with the term limiting belief, what is something that you say to yourself, or a thought that pops into your head often that is really negative? You may know consciously it's not true, but if someone else were to say that to you, it would really hurt, because there's a part of you that might believe it. So just breathing into that, whatever pops into your head first, there's no wrong way to do this. And once you have your thing, see if you can identify where you feel it in your body. Is it a tightness in your chest? Is it an empty feeling in your stomach? Is it tension in your head or throat? And if there's no sensation, no feeling coming up, that is totally okay. That is also part of this work, getting out of the head and into the body. So continuing to allow this feeling, this emotion to build. Whether it's a thought or it's living in your body, however it's showing up for you. And you're going to hear the music come on in a few moments. And when you do, you're going to activate the 3-part breath. So you're going to breathe first into your stomach, feeling your stomach expand. Next into your chest, feeling your chest expand. And then you're letting the air fall out the mouth. So I'm going to show you. Stomach expands on the first inhale. Chest expands on the second inhale. And then air falls out the mouth. Stomach, chest, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhaling and exhaling through the mouth. So continue to practice that, seeing how it feels in your body. And the invitation during this session is to connect with whatever age you first felt this emotion that you're working with today. And if there is a rupture or transition you're in, what is the predominant emotion? anger, sadness, betrayal, shame. When was the first time you felt that? Continuing to practice the breath, seeing how it feels in your body. And now just pause the breath pattern for a moment and go back to your natural breathing in and out the nose. And when you restart the breath pattern, you may notice some tingling, some dizziness. You may notice some emotions coming up. You may have a lot of thoughts coming in. All of that is normal. And so when you hear the music, come on. You can begin the 3-part breath once again. And you're going to be doing this for about 5 minutes. So beginning with the 2 inhales, 1 exhale, all through the mouth. Allowing the breath to open you and guide you. Letting go of the thoughts. Letting go of control. Letting go of expectations. There's nothing to justify, there's nothing to figure out. Your body is so wise. Your body has the answers. And continuing to connect with whatever age, whatever inner child version of you came up. Connecting with whatever senses bring you back to that moment, back to that memory. It doesn't have to be a visual, it can be a smell, a taste, a sound, a feeling. Allowing the breath to open you and guide you as you go deeper and deeper beneath the surface. Letting go of any thoughts of, am I doing this right? Letting go of any perfectionist voices. And just trusting that however you're practicing today is exactly how you're meant to practice. Whatever you're feeling, whatever you're experiencing is unfolding perfectly. Invitation to sigh it out on the exhale whenever that feels good. Releasing any tension with sound, with breath. Noticing anywhere that feels tense or heavy as you do the practice. And on the inhale, sending your breath as a powerful white light to any areas that need it, any parts of your body that feel pained, heavy, tight. Continuing to sigh it out, continuing to connect with your body, letting go of any thoughts from a place of love and compassion, never beating yourself up. Two inhales, one exhale, all through the mouth. Starting over as many times as you need to. You are safe to explore your inner world. You are safe to process and release what no longer serves you. trusting that everything is happening for your highest good, even if it's not what you planned, even when it hurts, even when it feels like everything's going wrong. What is the silver lining? What is the part of you that you need to forgive? What is the reason that you are self-sabotaging, that you are hanging on to the pain? Can you explore that now from a place of love and compassion, allowing whatever is there to be there, receiving any messages that may be coming through from your intuition, from your connection with God. What if it was all happening for you? To expand you, to redirect you, to help you grow, to expand your ability to hold stress, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fail, as long as you keep going, as long as you take that wisdom into the next chapter. It happens to everyone. We all go through it. Allowing yourself to be human, allowing yourself to disappoint others when it's for your highest good, allowing yourself to rest, take care of yourself, fill your cup up first. Being of service is important, but how can we be of service when our tank is on E? When we're not tending to the younger parts of ourselves that are desperate for our love, for the play, for the recognition that they never received. Breathing into that. Making time for that. Continuing with the 3-part breath for a few more moments. Allowing yourself to release any emotions that you see fit, that your body is wanting to let go of. And coming into love and gratitude, and coming into your power as we get closer to the conclusion of this session. And on your next inhale, taking a deep breath in, as deep as you can, and holding at the top, sucking in a little bit more air. And then releasing with a sigh, letting it all go. And you can stay here as long as you need to. Integrating whatever came through in this mini sample session. And when you feel complete, make sure you drink some water, eat something, and be gentle with yourself. Thank you so much for being here. And if you'd like to book a one-on-one session or join my container, remember who the F you are, you can find all of that information in the caption.